Good evening, friends. There have been many claims that Prime Minister Narendra Modi's style of ruling is like a dictator. There have also been the claims that the party which is ruling in India is just an extension of the Nazi party, and their ideology, the right-wing ideology, is compared to the Nazi party's ideology. Now, what do you think? Do you really think that the right-wing parties in India has such an ideological expansion, the right-wing expansion, as was seen during the Nazi party? Anyway, the news today is that the opposition in India, the India bloc consisting of 24 parties, they have written a letter to the Chief Justice of India saying that the democracy is in jeopardy and the judiciary needs to respond to this. Now, we do not know whether the Chief Justice of India will respond to such a letter or should respond to such a letter, but certainly we are going to discuss about the content of this letter and why the opposition parties are claiming that there is some kind of manipulation going on in the election, or the SIR exercise is some kind of exercise which is useless in today's terms, and the media, the legacy media, is totally being compromised, and how the democracy is jeopardized in India. So welcome everybody, my name is Bhardwaj, and before I start I would like to tell you about the free one-to-one mentorship of SRIRAM IAS. If you are the student of UPSC and you have any kind of difficulty in your preparation, you can come and meet our expert mentor. The only thing you have to do is to go to the description link, click the link and fill the form, or you can scan this QR code. Now, there have been 5 things which have been spoken about in this particular letter which is written to the Chief Justice of India, and this is called as a joint memorandum, where 24 parties have came together, the opposition parties have, and they have signed it. You can very well see it here. They all are sitting, the opposition party, 24 of them, and they are saying that the democracy in India is in jeopardy, and they are raising several issues. Few of them are written here, so we are going to discuss them. One, manipulation of the elections in India, especially the recent elections which you have seen. It happened in Delhi, it happened in Haryana, it happened in West Bengal. They are claiming they have been manipulated with the help of the Election Commission of India or with the help of the CAPF Jawans. The letter also says that there were, in the West Bengal election, there were about 2.4 lakh CAPF soldiers on ground. If you look at the national elections of 2024, there were around 3.5 lakh CAPF soldiers throughout India for the election duty, but only in one state election there were around 2.4 lakh CAPF soldiers. So this is one of the way of manipulating by showing the power, by somehow controlling the whole process of election, by not allowing the election commission to function very independently. These are several claims which have been made by the opposition party. Another one, the partisan conduct by the Election Commission of India has not been visible. Election Commission of India is a constitutional body and it has to be a neutral body. Elections are considered to be the backbone in India, and it is the duty of the Election Commission of India to conduct the free and fair elections in India. But it has been claimed by the opposition party that this is not being a neutral body. This is always, at every point in time, is supporting the government. For example, during the model code of conduct, if the model code of conduct is breached by any leader of the opposition party, certainly he is going to face or she is going to face some kind of punishment. But when it comes to the breach of the model code of conduct by any leader from the ruling party, such a thing, the punishment will not happen. This is one of the example which is given by the opposition parties and is written in the letter also. Now, along with it, you are going to also see the appointment of the Chief Election Commissioner and the other election commissioner. Few days back, the Supreme Court has also raised its concerns on the election, the selection process of the Chief Election Commissioner. Why? Because the Chief Election Commissioner and the other election commissioners, they are selected by a committee of 3 people consisting of the Prime Minister, a minister nominated by the Prime Minister, and the leader of opposition. Now, if you look, the majority is of the government. That simply means the person whom the government wants to sit on the post of the chief election commissioner, and the other election commissioner will be becoming those election commissioners, isn't it? So where is the neutrality here? Where is the non-partisanship here? That is something which is missing. Always the election commission is favoring the government, but they are not being neutral, which is their constitutional duty to be. Now this is the another claim which has been made in this letter to the Chief Justice of India. The third one, the misuse of the central investigative agencies against the opposition leaders or the opposition party. We have seen this many times against the Aam Aadmi Party, against Arvind Kejriwal and so many other leaders. The use of CBI or the use of enforcement directorate against the opposition leader, that is one big claim. And you know, when the opposition is not there, definitely the democracy is hugely jeopardized. That is what has happened during the emergency also. So many amendments were passed between 1975 and 1977 when the emergency was implemented in India, imposed on India. And during that time, the opposition leaders were in jail. Although the Congress party that time had the majority, but still practically there was no opposition at all. Now here also, if you put the opposition leaders in jail by using the Central Legislative Assembly, Central Investigating Agencies, then this is going to jeopardize the election process. This is going to jeopardize the democracy. Another one, concerns over the special intensive revision. The opposition parties have said that around 25 lakh people have been removed, have been excluded from the voter list by a special intensive revision in Bihar and West Bengal. They are saying, what was the hurry of doing the special intensive revision now? If elections are, let's say, after 5 years and you are doing the special intensive revision, that looks okay, that looks neutral. But you are doing it just before the election, it raises the eyebrows, it raises some of the questions. So that is what is the claim of the opposition parties when they are saying the democracy is jeopardized, that SIR, the systematically removal of voters have been done. And also the government is not showing any kind of data where it is becoming visible that okay, there were several illegal immigrants who were living in India and they have been excluded. No such data has been shown by the government. Only there were exclusion orders of about 25 lakh people in the SIR exercise. That is also one of the form of manipulation of the election process. And they are doing it by the help of the Election Commission of India. Another one, legacy media is totally compromised. Legacy media, the mainstream media, the news channels, they are totally compromised by the government. They are also called as Godi media. That means they do not raise any kind of question against the government. They are saying that is the reason why the government is acting like a dictator, because there is nobody to question. The opposition leaders which question them are going to jail by the use of the investigative agencies by the government. So in a way, totally, the democracy in India has been jeopardized by the ruling party. Now, these are several claims which are made by the opposition parties, 24 of them, calling it the joint memorandum, and this is all written in a letter to the Chief Justice of India. Now the question comes whether the Chief Justice of India should respond to this letter or not. Personally, I think it's not wise to respond to such kind of letter given the post of the Chief Justice of India. But yes, independently, if any of these cases are coming into the judiciary, then certainly judiciary has to be neutral, because judiciary is an institution which upholds the rights of the people, which protects the rights of the people, which protects the government in one way, and at the same time it limits the government. It does not allow the government to go beyond its legal limits. That is the concept of constitutionalism which we study. So Supreme Court, the highest court in the country, and the Chief Justice of India, they are very important institution in itself to save India, to save the democracy from being jeopardized in India, and that is what is the claim of the opposition party. So this was it, this was the issue, and it is very important. This can help you in writing your essays or the ethics answers in the UPSC preparation. These points can be written at many places. You can use these points in paper number 2 when it comes to governance or when it comes to polity. You can write these points and use them in essay writing in ethics paper. Multiple places. And this whole point of how the government is functioning, how the rural, how the ruling party is functioning, and how the Supreme Court is at a position to stop the ruling party from crossing its limit. So thank you very much for joining me. Have a nice day. Jai Hind.